fans. We are doing a Derek Stingley appreciation video. You deserve your flowers, my boy.
Yep.
Show does.
Um, Honestly, I mean, we can start off. The narrative, of course, was Stingley wrong pick. Sauce should have been the guy. It's been
Mm-hmm.
like that
Mm-hmm.
for a year and some change.
Yeah.
Are we changing that narrative up a bit?
Yeah. I really think so.
I mean, you look at like you look at Sauce's numbers for the year, all right? 11 games so far, 38 targets, 25 receptions allowed, 225 yards, one touchdown allowed, zero interceptions, eight passes defense, 90.4 passer rating allowed.
Mm-hmm.
Stingley so far, 6 games because he was injured, 21 targets, 12 receptions allowed, 243 yards, two touchdowns allowed, four interceptions, eight passes defense, 90.1 passer ratings allowed.
He
Oh.
has four interceptions on the season, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sauce only has two his entire career.
Yeah, he has zero this year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think the magnifying glass is also for this week since it's Texans Jets, so it's going to be even bigger.
What's a
But
good time for Stingley to start going off? He did it at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, no, for sure. I mean, it Stingley when he got hurt, a lot of Texans fans wrote him off. Wasted pick. We wasted it. I don't know why we did that. Should have got Sauce. But now that I mean, as of this week, he's AFC Defensive Player of the Week, well deserved. These are certain small accolades that I feel are going to really benefit him going forward, benefit the fans, at least the educated fans, in believing in, okay, we have a shutdown corner.
Mm-hmm. Oh, see,
It's
that's the
tough.
thing is
Yeah.
like no disrespect to you, but like when you say shit like that, that
Yeah.
means something. Because when you say shit like that, then you put an expectation on him. Like
Yes.
the narrative was if Stingley and Sauce switched spots, then Stingley would have did just as good. That's all the fuck he's proved. You
Yeah.
brought a defensive coordinator from the same team theirs can, run pretty much the same system, do the same thing, and asked to do the same duties, and Stingley just did it better so far. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now we're gonna quit fucking with you. But I don't want to say like I don't want to put expectations on Stingley because it's like I'm not convinced that you are a shutdown quarter.
Well,
I'm not
and
convinced
yeah,
Sauce is either. You know what I'm saying? Like you're
yeah,
good, but like to say you're gonna clamp somebody, it's like no, bro. I've seen Stingley get beat, but I also know that if you do what's asked to be done in your role, you will exceed.
yeah.
And to me, he's worth that pick.
Because in all actuality, like whenever I said like clamp, I mean it's more of the fact of if you keep getting these accolades
Mm-hmm.
every week, because it seems like now every week as he's healthy, it's progressing, and a lot of that comes with a better defensive scheme, better defensive players, of course. But what I like look at also is when you look at the two of them. I mean, they glorified Sauce up here in the
For
media.
sure.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, best cornerback of this time, best thing ever. You know, he greatest player, this and that. It was so much stuff on it.
That's the Sauce's personality. That's the New York media. That's the fact that he was doing better than Stingley. But like
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't matter to me because like how long was Jonathan Joseph an elite corner in this league? Never heard about him though. You know what I'm saying? It's like just do your fucking job. And the whole back to it's like it's not that I'm disagreeing with you. Like I want him to
No,
be
yeah,
those things, but I won't say you that you're a shutdown corner because I never want to get to a point where the team thinks I can't go rent something else.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look at what Miami did. You had Xavier Howard. If you told me that Derek Stingley was going to be what Xavier Howard is, I'll fucking sign on the dot today. But it didn't stop him from going and get Jalen Ramsey. You know what I'm saying? So I never want to get to a point where we're not getting better at that position.
yeah.
So that's just the way I look at it. You know what I mean?
No, I
Because
get it.
Stingley hasn't showed me that you can be the guy in the league to shut somebody down. You know what I mean? If you do, I'll eat those words. But until then, it's like just do what D'Amico tells you to do because it seems to be working.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good way to look at it. That's probably the only real way to look at it,
Yeah.
actually.
I mean, yeah, being realistic. I mean, expectations. This whole season has been. We need to tamper our expectations a bit. Um,
But to your point, the second interception he had in Detroit is a master class in playing corner. He set that fool up and said, "I dare you to fucking throw it," and then he went and got it. Like he literally, once he seen the ball thrown, he's like, "Okay, I'm the receiver now, you dumbass," and
Yeah.
he just went to get it. You know what I'm saying? The first pick he had off of the tip ball by Terminator, to be that instinctual and not drop the ball, it's like, dude is skilled up. Like he's legit. He is legit. I can definitely say that I could see him being a top 10 corner in the league.
I mean, that's pretty realistic. I mean, they asked CJ who he's been most impressed with this year, and he's like Stingley. Like, I mean, it shows up on the field, and especially your quarterback that you're going up against in practice. Like, if he's like, hey, that quarterback out there is a little, I
Yeah.
got to watch out for him. We always say it, iron sharpens iron, and it's pretty much beneficial to both of them. I'm pretty sure. I was
Let me
looking at
ask you
some,
this. Like
yeah,
in this instance, like you said, I feel as though what Stingley has done so far, like you can never consider putting him the bus label. You know what I'm saying? He's
yeah.
shown to be worthy of that pick, but it's like even if he doesn't pan out to be great, will is it a good thing on Casario's record or a bad thing for taking Stingley that early? Because at this point, it's like I keep finding more reasons to like Casario, and right now Stingley's kind of the newest one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, and I think for like sure it's this year, of course, the CJ Will Anderson, Tank Dell, those are all the glory. But we still got to go back and look at it. And Stingley was a blemish on him.
He was
It
kind
was
of
a
the first
real
pick he took. He
yeah.
was Casario's first pick.
And there was the argument of Garner, Stingley, who are you getting? He went with Stingley. A lot of other scouts were like, "Hey, that's a great pick." A lot of other scouts are like, "You should have gone the other way." It's we see this a lot with those guys that are right there connected like that. But I think as he does better, this is another win for Nick in his book of, "Hey, this is what I wanted. This is what I saw." And it, one thing I think also as fans we need to realize, like, it also comes down to the interviews, how they
Mm-hmm.
act, how their personality is. Like if you have a guy like, let's be honest, Sauce, he's been getting burnt a few this year, and he's over there on social media talking, making sure he's defending himself, doing some Kevin Durant burner stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Talking
totally
shit on
different
Twitter.
than Stingley. I don't even hear from Stingley. I don't think he's been on his Instagram for like a month.
I'm just saying,
Like,
like last year, he was eating that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like, say what you want. Like he knew who he was. That's my point. Is like he just don't have. If Sauce had this year, last year, if he had 4 picks in 3 games, he'd be like the most hyped player in the league. It'd be
Yeah.
Kelsey and Taylor Swift again.
Yeah.
uh, I mean,
No, for sure though. Like, good job, Derek Stingley. Good job.
Yeah.
Now I just need him to grow a set of balls and be a little bit better at tackling.
I mean, he's getting the. A lot of people are talking about it, though. I mean, we're not going to be the only ones talking about the Stingley Sauce connect, especially with the week coming up. It's going to be a
Yup.
interesting one for sure. I just I don't get. Y'all need to hype him up more. Fantasy, like football, everybody. I don't give a shit. ESPN, I don't trust you, but
Oh, fuck ESPN.
I guess that's the downfall of having a young ass team. You know what I'm saying? Because like
yeah,
the week that, as great as Stingley was, the week that Will Anderson had, you didn't hear nothing about him. Uh, it's just kind of the downfall of having a young ass team. I guess
no, I agree. It's
doesn't help that our past 3 years were fucking terrible.
Yeah. Uh,
it being a Rockets fan. It's kind of like I understand
Do you feel
wasting
like
money.
C.J. Stroud is still in everybody's shine?
Yes,
Me
but
too, but I don't think they care.
Will said it. Let the quarterback shine. The rest of us will do our job. And that's kind of what everybody's doing.
Fair
that's
enough.
true. Yeah.
Stingley, he got crucified when he got injured. He came back. He's being productive, and we said it in one of our videos, bro. When you get back, I need you to be productive. And he's like, "Oh, bet 4 interceptions. Here we go. Key interception.
I called him out on one, and he gave me 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Will Anderson, I call you out on a sack this week, bro.
I mean,
He's
Jimmy
gonna
Ward.
get 3.
Yes, Jimmy
Go
Ward.
for it. He needs to get around 8 to 10 sacks for him to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. If not, he's not going to get it. Because as good as he is and as much as he helps the team, the shit he does won't be recognized as an individual achievement. But if he could get to like 8 or 9 sacks, I think he'll win it.
I mean, looking at their numbers, it's just Jimmy Ward says Stingley is a lone warrior and a beast since week 10. Stingley and Steven Nelson, as the 2 cornerbacks, have the highest hawk rates in the NFL. Stingley is at 50%, Nelson's at 33%. For every other pass thrown Stingley's way, he's gotten his hands on it, and Nelson it's every 3 passes. Legit, like some nice.
Love it.
Insane.
These let me ask you this: does Stingley warrant Pro Bowl votes if he keeps his up?
I don't think he has to get. I don't think he has to continue the interception pace, but I do think that he has to play good. You know what I mean? Like keep those metrics in his favor and not get beat. And yeah, for sure. Especially if Houston even sniffs the playoffs.
Yeah.
Which I still think we're going to get a wild card spot.
Well, he's playing Zach Wilson this week, so I smell like
Word.
2 interceptions.
From somewhere.
Zach Wilson, we're calling you, bro. Hey.
I mean, because you don't have to get nothing but interceptions. You know, like it's great, but I mean, you also got to do the rest of your job. Like Trayvon Diggs, everybody's always like, oh, he gets picks all this fucking time. But that fool also gets burnt all the time. Like
all the time.
Yes.
And that's not the type of shit we need. We need Stingley to stay fucking right on people like he's been doing lately. So,
and I think it's like we've said before in our videos, Stingley would get burnt a few times. Like he's like, dang, all right, I got one. But then the next play, he's like, nah, you ain't getting like you ain't got me for 50 yards, but then you ain't getting that touchdown.
Yeah. Except my issue with Stingley is every time he gets burnt, it's on some bullshit like a mental lapse, and they're always for touchdowns. It's like, bitch, you couldn't just give up 26. You know what I'm saying? You gave up a touchdown.
It's week
it's okay.
10.
He's gonna see this video and he's gonna change his shit.
Zach told me to do this, so hey.
I told him to get the picks too. Y'all are welcome for calling him out because nobody else would. Excuse me for caring about you, Stingley.
We cared about him. I mean, we weren't the fans, at least in Houston, saying to just freaking release him, trade him, this and that dumb stuff.
True.
This is why Nick runs the team. He keeps a mental coolness.
He just texts me. And told me to quit saying that shit.
Yeah. And then us, we are realistic. Well, we'll keep it honest with you. Like, yeah, you know what? This guy does deserve to get cut. I mean, you called it with your boy that you hated for a year, and he finally got retired from the NFL.
Shitsy?
I guess.
Kirksey?
Yeah, Kirksey, yeah. You were like, this dude sucks, and then we released him, and everybody was crying, and then he retired because nobody wanted him. It's like, sometimes.
Well, I mean, it's because I look at it, football, like, I can't lie. If you suck at something, you suck at something. And then you have to just be honest about the fact that can we get better at that with what we have? Like our running game right now. It's like, no, you need a better running back.
Yeah. That's going to be another fun video for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, y'all got anything else to add for Stingley?
No. Just keep it up.
Let's see. He got Garrett Wilson this week. Probably get a lot of safety help. He might could get a pick this week. I could see a tip ball coming his way.
I think he gets it. I'm gonna call.
I want him to
fuck it, dude. Like, get the hit for the cycle, bro. Get the fucking pick 6 this week.
I was gonna say I want him to get a pick 6. That's what I want.
That would be golden. That would.
I want a pick 6. I'm calling it right now. Pick 6 this week.
That's the cherry.
The only thing that would be better than that is if he intercepts a ball right in front of Sauce Gardner. Like on the sideline right in front of him, and then he runs out of bounds and then hands him the ball. Yeah.
Souvenir, bro. Yeah.
Oh, that would be funny.
Them playing Zach Wilson, it feels like this is all possible.
Yes.
When they said it, like, we're playing Zach Wilson, I was like, bro, you said it like if we're supposed to be like, oh my gosh, they switched quarterbacks. Both of them suck. Y'all have like New England Patriots quarterbacks.
Worse.
Yeah, I know. Stingley, keep it up, man. Defense, keep it up. Stay healthy, bro. It's fun to see you out there. Houston fans, let us know in the comments down below what you think, how you like Stingley. If you don't like him for some reason, still.
Then you're an idiot.
Do you think he's better than Sauce as of this point right now? Does Sauce still have the edge? Let us know. Other than that, like, subscribe. We're out of here, Houston. Later.
How much I'm working for this? I swear my dreams are too important.